I finally took the opportunity to go see Origin, the latest film from director-writer Ava DuVernay. And it's based off of this book called Caste, The Origins of Our Discontent, which is a book written and came out in 2020. And the movie itself, while it's based on the book, the book is a nonfiction book and things of that nature. So the movie itself is essentially about the writer's journey of having written that book and made the discoveries that she did in order to come up with, not only her thesis, but the evidence to support that thesis. And it's a very interesting movie. I really appreciate its message. I don't think it touches the verge of being didactic, but I think there's enough counterbalance in various stages that push against the main character's thoughts and kind of propel her journey forward into her research that are very fascinating. But it doesn't work quite fully as narratively. I look at it as like a narrative documentary in a way, and when I conceive it that way, I really do appreciate it. I think it's a very powerful movie. I think people should go see it because of what it unearths. But as a story, I think there's a few things that aren't quite there, and I don't know necessarily how to explain it. Number one, it's like I said, it follows the author themselves on this journey, and at various times, kind of meanders, right? It does come to fruition by the end. The pieces fit together into this larger tapestry. But I think, if anything, it's like 15 minutes over 2 hours. I would have preferred 2 hours, maybe even like an hour and 55, I think would have been like a perfect length. And then it would have felt a little bit more compact, and those looser threads in the beginning would have been okay. But like I said, I appreciate it in terms of what it unearths. A lot of it has been, things that I've been thinking about and, sort of trying to articulate in many ways. The main thing being when we look at society, yes, there's many ills, but what's the main lever of all of this? What's the core foundation that this is all rooted in? And that's what this movie and this writer really aim to get towards, right? And so, it resonates with me on that, but narratively not quite as good. If anything, I could see this being one of those movies, that you watch in history class or something like that, or human studies, whatever it may be, in high school and things like that. Because like I said, it's like a narrative documentary, I would best approach it as. So I do, even though it's a little bit messy around the edges and stuff like that, I do recommend seeing it. It might challenge you at times, even if you think what the basic premise is and stuff like that. And for that, I do appreciate it. So it's worth checking out if you get the chance. If and when you do, let me know what you think.